Welcome to the Discovery Box and our special episode. A golden sun lights up a quiet suburban garden. Foxglove flowers sway gently, their bell-shaped blooms glowing purple in the breeze. A child reaches out, curious, innocent, unaware that just one leaf could stop their heart. A hand grazes a leaf of the stinging tree, its soft, fuzzy surface deceptively inviting, yet covered in tiny hairs that inject a venom so painful. It's been compared to being electrocuted and burned at the same time. It all feels peaceful. Birds chirp, sunlight dances. But this beauty is a deadly illusion. These aren't plants from some remote jungle. They're growing in your own backyard. Join us as we uncover top 10 beautiful plants that are secretly silent assassins. Stay with us if you dare. Stinging tree, nature, most painful weapon. It looks harmless until it touches you. This is the gimpy, also known as the stinging tree, and it's one of the most dangerous plants on Earth. Found deep in the tropical rainforests of Australia, it doesn't look threatening. Its soft, heart-shaped leaves seem almost inviting, but hidden on every surface are millions of tiny hair-like needles, each one a microscopic syringe filled with venom so powerful it has killed dogs, horses, and in rare cases, even humans. The toxin, called moroidin, unleashes pain so intense it's been described as burning acid mixed with electric shocks, a searing agony that hits within seconds and can last for months. People who've brushed against it report vomiting, extreme swelling, and unbearable pain that can return years later just from a cold shower. And here's the worst part. There's no known antidote. Growing up to 10 feet tall, the gimpy blends into the rainforest like any other plant, but a single touch, even from a fallen dried leaf, can trigger unthinkable suffering. The hairs stay toxic for months, making it a silent, invisible threat on forest trails. Indigenous Australians have long known to avoid it, but early European explorers, not so lucky. Some wrote of horses going mad from the pain, riders thrown off, and even people begging for amputations just to escape the torture. Scientists have studied it for decades. They now believe its venom doesn't just cause pain, it hacks into your nervous system, rewiring pain receptors in a way that modern medicine still can't fully explain. So if you ever find yourself in the wilds of Queensland, look closely, because one touch could change your life. Rosary Pea, deadly beauty in disguise. They look like tiny jewels, but they carry a death sentence inside. The Rosary Pea, or Abrus precatorius, is a climbing vine native to tropical regions, but now found across the globe. Its seeds are stunning, bright red with a bold black spot, often strung into prayer beads, jewelry, or decorative crafts. But what most people don't realize is that these beautiful seeds contain abrin, one of the deadliest toxins known to humankind. Just one crushed or chewed seed can kill an adult within hours. It takes only 2 micrograms, less than a grain of salt, to be fatal. Abrin works by shutting down protein production in cells, triggering massive cellular death, organ failure, and respiratory collapse. There is no known antidote. The danger becomes even greater when children mistake the seeds for candy, berries, or small toys. If even one seed is chewed, symptoms like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, trouble breathing, and seizures can appear within hours, and without immediate medical care, death is highly likely. Throughout history, rosary pea seeds have been used in traditional crafts, from jewelry and musical instruments to ceremonial objects, but this beauty has come at a tragic cost. Accidental poisonings have occurred during bead making, and even minor mishandling can turn deadly. Despite its extreme toxicity, the rosary pea continues to grow freely and is often overlooked. If you see these distinctive red and black seeds in the wild, do not touch them, do not pick them, and absolutely never ingest them. Their danger is silent, but absolute. This is a plant that proves how deceptive nature can be, gorgeous on the outside but lethal within. When it comes to the rosary pea, prevention isn't just wise, it's life-saving. Giant hogweed, beautiful and blistering. Giant hogweed, or Heracleum mantagasianum, looks like something straight out of a fantasy forest. Towering up to 14 feet high, with thick green stems blotched in purple and crowned by giant clusters of white flowers. It demands attention wherever it appears. But this plant is a serious threat. Native to the Caucasus region, giant hogweed has aggressively invaded parts of Europe and North America, disrupting ecosystems and overwhelming native species. The real danger lies in its sap, loaded with toxic compounds called furanocoumarins. Even a single drop of sap on your skin, when exposed to sunlight, triggers severe phytophotodermatitis, a painful reaction causing intense burning, blistering, and scars lasting years. Brief contact can produce third-degree burns, and if the sap gets into your eyes, temporary or permanent blindness may occur. Its jagged, deeply lobed leaves can stretch up to 5 feet wide, and its hairy stems conceal the toxic sap. Thriving in damp places like riverbanks, roadsides, and forest edges, it poses a hidden risk for unsuspecting hikers, gardeners, and children. Because of its invasive growth, giant hogweed crowds out native plants and harms wildlife habitats. Knowing how to identify this plant is critical. If you encounter it, never touch or attempt to remove it without protective gear and professional assistance. If exposed, immediately wash with soap and cold water, avoid sunlight, and seek urgent medical attention. Despite ongoing efforts by conservation groups, giant hogweed continues its relentless spread due to its resilience and prolific reproduction. Stay alert, because what looks like a garden marvel could be a botanical nightmare. Deadly nightshade, beauty that kills. It's beautiful, mysterious, and fatally deceptive. Deadly nightshade, or Atropa belladonna, is one of history's most infamous plants. With alluring purple, bell-shaped flowers and glossy black berries, it appears harmless, even inviting. Yet hidden within every part of this shrub, leaves, stems, roots, and berries, is a cocktail of lethal toxins. Native to Europe, North Africa, and Western Asia, belladonna contains potent tropane alkaloids like atropine, scopolamine, and hyoscyamine, chemicals that violently attack the nervous system. Symptoms include dilated pupils, dry mouth, hallucinations, seizures, paralysis, and often death. Just a handful of berries can be fatal, especially to children, making it one of the world's most dangerous plants. Despite its deadly nature, belladonna has a complex history. Ancient healers and poisoners once brewed it into potions, and medieval folklore claimed it as a key ingredient in witches' concoctions. Ironically, modern medicine still uses controlled doses of its toxins to treat conditions like motion sickness, dilate pupils, and relieve muscle spasms, but even slight miscalculations can quickly turn therapeutic into tragic. Its name, belladonna, Italian for beautiful lady, comes from a Renaissance trend where women used the plant to dilate their pupils, unaware of its dangerous effects. Animals too can fall victim, although some species, such as rabbits and goats, seem immune. Belladonna thrives unnoticed in shaded forests, roadsides, and disturbed soils, places where unsuspecting foragers or curious children might mistake its berries for something safe. This plant embodies a haunting paradox, a symbol of beauty, medicine, magic, and death simultaneously. Foxglove. One leaf can stop your heart. It's beautiful, common, and it can stop your heart. Meet foxglove, or Digitalis purpura, one of the most stunning yet deadly plants on Earth. With its tall, elegant spikes lined with bell-shaped, tubular flowers, foxglove is beloved in gardens and wild meadows worldwide. But beneath its charming exterior lies a potent, potentially lethal poison. Every part of the plant, leaves, stems, flowers, and seeds, contains digitalis glycosides, compounds that directly target the heart. Even a small dose can trigger nausea, dizziness, visual disturbances, and dangerously irregular heartbeats, potentially leading to cardiac arrest and death. Ironically, these same compounds, carefully measured and controlled, are used in modern medicine to treat heart conditions. But ingesting any part of the raw plant, even a few petals, is perilously risky. Foxglove's beauty makes it especially deceptive. Common in gardens, parks, and open fields, its graceful appearance attracts children, pets, and unsuspecting admirers, and even water from a vase containing foxglove can become toxic. Historically, foxglove featured prominently in medieval remedies, though its potency often turned healing attempts into tragedies. Today, while medications like digoxin derived from digitalis save lives, the raw plant remains dangerously hazardous in its natural form. Easily identified by its striking flower spikes, often speckled inside, blooming from late spring through summer, and fuzzy, lance-shaped leaves, foxglove demands caution. If you see this plant, admire it from afar, but never touch or ingest it. The line between medicine and poison is dangerously thin. Angel trumpet, fragrant and fatal. The angel's trumpet might seem like a flower straight from a fairy tale. Its elegant, trumpet-shaped blossoms hang gracefully like golden bells, releasing a sweet, intoxicating fragrance after dark. But beneath its enchanting appearance lies one of the deadliest plants on Earth. Scientifically known as brugmansia, this South American beauty conceals a dangerous cocktail of potent toxins. Angel's trumpet is loaded with alkaloids such as scopolamine, hyoscyamine, and atropine, compounds that aggressively target the central nervous system, causing intense hallucinations, confusion, paralysis, and even death. Scopolamine, infamously known as devil's breath, is so powerful it's been used as a weapon in crimes. Every part of the plant, leaves, flowers, seeds, and sap, is toxic. Even minimal contact or inhalation can lead to dry mouth, blurred vision, rapid heartbeat, fever, severe delirium, and in severe cases, respiratory failure. Despite its lethal potential, angel's trumpet has historically been utilized in traditional medicine and spiritual ceremonies due to its potent hallucinogenic properties. The plant's paradox is chilling, breathtakingly beautiful, yet dangerously deadly. Its captivating blooms in shades of white, yellow, pink, or orange might tempt you closer with their seductive fragrance, but prolonged exposure can quickly make you dizzy or ill. Gardeners, tourists, and curious observers must heed the warning. This plant isn't merely decorative, it's a silent killer. Oleander, deadly beauty in bloom. It's vibrant, it's everywhere, and it's one of the deadliest plants on Earth. Oleander, or Nerium oleander, is a stunning shrub recognized for its lush blooms in pink, white, or red. Commonly found in warm climates throughout the Mediterranean, the Americas, and Asia, it's popular in gardens and public spaces due to its beauty and resilience. Yet, behind this captivating appearance lies a dangerous secret. Every part of the oleander, leaves, flowers, stems, and seeds, is saturated with potent toxins like oleandrin and nerium. Even a tiny amount can lead to severe poisoning. Ingesting just one leaf causes nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramping, irregular heartbeats, and potentially death. The danger extends further. Inhaling smoke from burning oleander can trigger serious respiratory problems. Its toxins disrupt the heart's electrical signals, causing potentially fatal arrhythmias. Alarmingly, oleander frequently grows in parks, schools, and residential areas, often without clear warnings. Historically, despite limited medicinal use for heart issues, its narrow margin of safety makes therapeutic use extremely hazardous, and intentional poisonings have occurred due to its availability and lethal potency. Children are particularly vulnerable. Chewing even one leaf or flower can be fatal, and pets and livestock have also succumbed after accidental exposure. Its attractive, low-maintenance charm hides a serious threat. Always handle oleander with gloves and carefully dispose of any clippings. Oleander may be one of the most beautiful plants around, but it's undeniably among the most lethal. Castor bean plant, seeds of death. It's bold, exotic, and quietly deadly. The castor bean plant, Ricinus communis, is a tropical showstopper, easily recognized by its vibrant, spiked seed pods and enormous, star-shaped leaves. Native to Africa, but now widely grown in gardens globally, it's admired for its dramatic appearance and valuable castor oil. Yet beneath its lush beauty lies ricin, one of the most lethal toxins known to science. Ingesting just one or two seeds can cause nausea, severe stomach pain, bloody diarrhea, dehydration, organ failure, and death within days if untreated. Although castor oil itself is safe due to toxin removal during processing, the raw seeds remain extremely dangerous. The plant's history is as intriguing as it is alarming, featuring prominently in traditional medicine and industry, but also notorious for darker uses. Ricin has been weaponized in assassination attempts and espionage, including the infamous Cold War umbrella murder. Despite these dangers, the castor bean plant remains a popular ornamental choice in gardens and parks, favored for its low maintenance and rapid growth, sometimes reaching heights of 40 feet in tropical climates. However, its seeds pose a particular risk to curious children and pets, who might mistake their smooth, glossy appearance for edible nuts. Even casual handling can cause skin irritation or exposure to trace toxins. The castor bean plant perfectly illustrates nature's double-edged sword, a source of valuable products like biofuels, lubricants, and medicine, yet harboring one of Earth's deadliest poisons. Beautiful, yes, but deadly beyond imagination. Approach with extreme caution, if at all. Monkshood, beauty with a body count. Sometimes, nature's most beautiful creations are also its most lethal. Meet monkshood, ominously nicknamed the Queen of Poisons. With its tall stalks and vivid blue or purple blooms, it's visually stunning, but beneath its elegance lies a deadly secret. Scientifically known as a canitum, monkshood is native to Europe and Asia and has been feared for centuries. Every part of the plant, from its roots to its petals, is loaded with aconitine, a powerful neurotoxin that disrupts sodium channels in the nervous system, throwing off the body's electrical signals and triggering chaos from within. Symptoms begin within minutes of exposure: tingling or burning in the limbs, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, muscle weakness, and dangerously irregular heart rhythms. In severe cases, it leads swiftly to cardiac arrest or respiratory failure. What makes monkshood particularly dangerous is how easily its toxin is absorbed. You don't even have to ingest it. Simply brushing against the plant can allow the poison to enter through the skin, putting gardeners, hikers, and foragers at serious risk, especially if they don't recognize the threat. While traditional healers once experimented with tiny medicinal doses, the line between healing and death was razor thin. Many who tried didn't survive. Monkshood can be identified by its helmet-like flowers and glossy, deeply lobed green leaves. It thrives in cool, moist environments like mountain meadows, damp woodlands, and garden borders, quietly growing in ornamental gardens around the world despite its reputation. Beautiful, yes, but this is one plant where even a touch can turn fatal. English yew, the tree of death. Forests hold wonders, but some hide silent killers. Deep within the shadows of Europe's ancient woodlands grows the English yew, a tree so deadly it's earned the chilling nickname, the tree of death. With dark green needles and striking red berries, it may look like a beautiful part of nature. But almost every part of this tree, except the fleshy part of the berry, is laced with lethal toxins. The danger lies in a compound called toxin, a poison that interferes with the heart's electrical signals. Once inside the body, it can slow your heart rate, drop your blood pressure, and lead to sudden fatal arrhythmias. What's terrifying is how quietly it strikes. Many victims show no symptoms until it's too late. Even a small amount, just a few needles or seeds, can kill an adult. And because the tree is so widespread, often growing in parks, gardens, and cemeteries, accidental exposure is a very real threat. While the berry's flesh is technically not toxic, the seed inside is extremely poisonous and should never be swallowed. The English yew has a long and haunting history. In ancient times it was both revered and feared. Its wood, strong yet flexible, was used to craft powerful longbows. Its toxins, however, were weaponized by assassins and even featured in royal poisonings. It's been called nature's silent killer for a reason. This evergreen is easy to recognize. Flat rows of dark green needle-like leaves and bright red, cup-shaped berries. If you suspect someone has ingested part of this tree, don't wait. Call emergency services immediately. With the English yew, awareness isn't just smart, it can save a life.